Howdy, and welcome to another wonderful Trash Take. I'll be honest, this is about my fourth time trying to record this video. I keep going into so many tangents because of how unhinged the internet's become, and I keep losing my train of thought, so I will try to focus here. So bear with me if I'm talking in circles. I promise this will make sense toward the end. So right now, the internet is at a level of extremism that I never thought I would see. Every day I turn on the news to get on Twitter, and I see that some crazy shit has happened, and it's even crazier than yesterday, and I'm just like, holy fuck. And then I look at the next day, and holy shit, it's something else happened. Holy shit, what the fuck's happening? And it's a constant fear of, or it's not a constant cycle of fear, it's a constant cycle of what the fuck is going on in the world. The world is in such an unstable place, and it's kind of crazy. We're going to talk about censorship, or we're going to talk about what's currently going on with Elon Musk and try to bring that into Reddit and then try to bring that into censorship and leftist extremism. So bear with me here. So if you haven't been paying attention, right now Tesla's being heavily boycotted across the board. A bunch of protesters are showing up outside Tesla dealerships and calling for them to be closed because Elon Musk is a fascist Nazi. Yeah, that's basically me summarizing it. Elon Musk has made a tweet showing that ActBlue is purposely funding protester groups outside these places that are encouraging violence and encouraging people to destroy their Teslas, which people are now also doing so. There's multiple videos of Teslas being attacked, mainly Cybertrucks being keyed, all because people hate Elon Musk now. One guy threw a Molotov, burned down a Tesla. He also shot at a Tesla storefront. There's another funny-ass video of some retarded New Yorker running up to a Cybertruck, flipping them off, and then slamming on the car like a fucking ape. But if you drive a Cybertruck, you're completely fine. Those things are fucking bulletproof. Like, they really can't do much to you. And I imagine if you're driving a Cybertruck nowadays, you probably have a gun because there's been a big switch in the way Elon's companies are run ideologically. A lot of conservatives now are buying Cybertrucks. I know Donut Operator talked about him buying a Tesla too. Not really bulletproof as much, but Elon Musk has been making electric cars to help the environment for a while now. I believe that it really didn't help the environment too much. It still uses a massive lithium battery that once the battery's dead, the car is basically dead, and that takes a lot of resources to make. So in my book, it's been not really good, but it's also more efficient than a gas-powered car. The efficiency from a power plant to charge your car is better than a motor engine inside of a car itself. Look up the efficiency rate yourself. You can see what I mean by that. So driving a Tesla has been a noble thing for leftists for years to talk about how good they are and how much virtue signaling they care about the environment, and that's completely switched now that Elon Musk is a Nazi. And where is this anti-Elon sentiment been building? Reddit.com. That's right, baby, Reddit. There's a lot of subreddits that have gone absolutely off the deep end with multiple calls to violence every single day, wanting Elon Musk to get Luigi'd, wanting Donald Trump to get Luigi, wanting Donald Trump to be killed, and all the Doge kids to be killed. Basically, that's the new term, is to Luigi someone. It's what they call a dog whistle. It's a vague threat of them trying to go around the rules in order to get their message across, because certain platforms have certain moderation. Like, you can't say death on TikTok, so they say unalived. It's that type of thing. If you don't know what a dog whistle is, I suggest Googling it to get a little more information. It's commonly used in the politics sphere because people are batshit crazy and they don't want to get completely censored out of existence. So they'll vaguely refer to things in order for other people or their crazies to fully understand them without them getting censored from the platform itself, to argue, I didn't mean that when I said that. You're misunderstanding. Here's what I said. It's like what Hassan did with calling for a sinner to be killed, except Hassan called for him to be killed twice. But a different problem itself. So I saw a video from Asmongold, and I completely agreed with it, and I wanted to play that now. This is Asmongold also talking about the crazy-ass shit going on Reddit.
Do with Luigi. I think it should. It absolutely should. You have people that are upvoting and glorifying political violence all over this website, and it's completely become a radical terrorist breeding ground. Like, it's actually insane how bad this is. Like, I'm surprised that Reddit hasn't come out with a statement about it, considering how bad this is. Yeah, it's awful.
Reddit hasn't come out with a statement with it, but Reddit has enforced new rules now where saying you want to Luigi someone, or Luigi itself, is like a flag term across the board. Some Reddits are already freaking out. There's a pop culture subreddit that said they're shutting down because one of their moderators was liking a post glorifying violence, and is now basically, if anyone is liking a post glorifying violence, they are subject to a ban as well. So a moderator for pop culture got caught liking a post glorifying violence. They got taken down by super admins and apparently got his account suspended as well. And so the moderators on pop culture threw a hissy fit and decided to close down the entire subreddit in response to that, because these are basically man-childs that you're dealing with. They'd rather destroy what they have than lose power. That's guilty. The average leftist.
You're right. He is. He deserves his day in court, and I sure hope as hell that, I'm going to be able to watch it.
Luigi, if you don't know, is a man who killed a CEO for a health insurance company that denied his claim for some back surgery, which is completely understandable. He basically had his entire life destroyed because of it. That doesn't make it right, what he did. He killed someone. At the end of the day, that's still morally apprehensible, and he'll probably go to jail for it, but it's something anyone with a brain or a heart could understand why he did it. Why he did it does not mean he's in. Just because you understand why he did it does not make what he did a good deed. Unfortunately, we still live in a society, a civilized society, despite all these heathens that are screaming for people to be killed.
Imagine advocating for heavy content moderation, then complain when it gets turned back on you. Yep, there it is. And I find this also to be funny, is that Reddit is a very censorial website. Like, they constantly ban people for things that are like wrong think, right?
Yes, if you participate in r/conservative, you get auto banned from like 60 different subreddits by default. They'll also make posts on their own. I believe that moderators will make posts on their own subreddit and then ban people they see liking it as well. There's a lot of like crazy ass shit where moderators have refined their echo chamber over time to where anyone that's even slightly libertarian, or anyone that's even libertarian is now considered far right in their eyes and gets banned. It's fucking crazy.
Having the wrong opinion or saying the wrong thing about something.
Step outside
and
the echo chamber,
now these people are on the receiving end of it, and they're crying about free speech. But they were never crying about free speech when people that they disagreed with were getting banned.
No, because they don't actually care about free speech. They just want to try to throw it in your face. Don't ban me, it's called free speech, guys. But meanwhile, they're heavily censoring anyone. That's exactly right. They don't care about free speech. They never did.
And so billionaires are terrified. Let's keep going. Yep, this is going to be... they got to deal with it. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. These people are speed running Internet Real ID. I just hope that they understand that. What's the perfect amount of moderation?
The perfect amount of moderation is following the law.
The perfect amount of moderation is that people who get banned... the perfect amount of moderation is moderating in accordance to the First Amendment. That's the perfect amount of moderation. So that means if you're moderating, and also doxing, because doxing is like kind of not in the First Amendment, right? That's the other one, right? And laws, right? So the law, yeah, exactly. Like you just follow the law and you ban people based off of things that they say that break the law. And so yeah, that's it. They don't realize that, and they think they're rebel heroes. Yeah, they're actually the only people they're going to be heroes for are the government, because.
Because they're giving the government ammunition to basically do real ID laws, which is what Asman's going to say. I just cut into it. They are giving the government basically the perfect book for them to do false flag laws, like what happened after 9/11, to where they can basically spy on you now. These red flag laws will exist to where you're going to have an ID to post on the internet because there's so much crazy ass extremism that they can't verify who you are. And they can't control it, so the government's going to step in and say, hey, you need to make everyone posting on here verify their ID, like they do with, I think Pornhub does that now. I think a lot of corn websites require you to post your ID or require you to take a picture. I don't know. I do not participate in such recreational activities.
The deep state government people are going to be able to justify a real ID on the internet thing. Like, let's say we have a couple more terrorist attacks like Luigi. We're absolutely going to get real ID on the internet.
The government's going to want to stop this in some way, shape, or form. They're going to have Congress approval, especially if a higher level official or a CEO or executive or a rich person dies, because rich people have a lot more power in America. And it's funny Asman says that, because a fighter jet recently just got intercepted over Mar-a-Lago, fighter jets intercepted an aircraft over Mar-a-Lago in Florida, which is Trump's residence, basically, is Mar-a-Lago. And also, last night, a few hours before this, I'd say a few hours, like 15, 16 hours before this, someone tried to like break into the White House, apparently, with a gun and got shot by Secret Service. So you have people already making, essentially, what seems like threats against the president, death threats against the president, which is kind of fucking crazy to me. I'm a firm believer that radicals don't just pop up out of nowhere. They are groomed over a long enough period of time to where they don't see any hope in this world anymore, and they decide that they're going to go out of the world with a bang, and they're going to take as many people with them. And I firmly believe the way that Reddit is currently being run is allowing this sentiment to build at a very alarming rate. And I think that Reddit needs to step in and do more. I know their stock's currently tanking as well, which could be why they're trying to step in, but also I know the stock market's kind of bad, but their stock's down like 40%, which is on average a lot more than what other stocks are currently. I think the S&P 500 was down like 5%, but yeah. I think Reddit's going to ruin the internet for everyone at this point, unless they start heavily stepping in. The government is going to come in and start requiring heavy censorship across the board to stop these radical extremists, and their version of censorship is going to be people literally showing their ID. I 100% agree with Asman Gold. We're going to have people that are going to require you to basically do the same thing that you have to do to log on to an adult website now, but to just log on to social media, which I think is ridiculous. But that's what happens. People that go absolutely batshit crazy, new rules have to be made so these people can't go batshit crazy, and it ruins it for everyone else. And right now we're getting to the stage where it's about to ruin it for everyone else. If you disagree with me and think that there's nothing wrong with these calls for violence, you're the problem. I'm not even going to allow it. Please, if you comment down below, I'm going to delete your comment. I genuinely don't want to deal with these people anymore. I've made multiple videos in the past about Reddit and their subreddits going crazy, and then even the Redwire article or the Pirate News or Pirate Wire article as well, talking about the red extremists. And every single one of those posts, even the posts about Hassan, there are completely unhinged people in there that don't understand a single thing that comes out of their mouth. They believe that making death threats against anyone that is a political opponent should be allowed and is a-okay, and that's batshit crazy. You're batshit crazy. I genuinely don't care what you have to say. You're not worth my time or effort. All you're waiting for is one really big event here, and I feel like we're getting really close to that with multiple events happening every single day across the world, especially in the United States now, with protesters going batshit crazy, with people trying to kill the president. It's like, technically, I guess if that counts as assassination attempt last night, that'd be the third one on Trump that's been made known. I just want the political violence to stop, to be quite honest. I just want it to stop. That's it. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. If you like this video, comment down below or subscribe. I know this is a bit of a longer one of me rambling, but like I said, I've been trying to make this is like my 4th attempt at this. There was a lot here on this plate, a lot of things I wanted to say, a lot of dots I want to connect, and unfortunately, if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. I don't know how to fix that. If anyone knows how to fix your thoughts and make yourself say the right thing first time, every single time, let me know. It might also help if you think about what you have to say. That's something I never really do either. I just let my tongue go wild. And I speak really fast too, and that's an issue I had when I was a kid, but I had a lot of speech therapy problems as well. So probably underlying causes from there. Who knows? Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, later.